Hi students, welcome to online class. In this video, we are going to discuss about chapter 17, computer ethics and cyber security. In the previous video, we have discussed about the introduction to computer ethics. See, now we are going to discuss about the term ethical issues. So, what is mean by ethical issue? See students, an ethical issue is a problem or an issue. It is a problem or an issue that requires a person or organization to choose between alternatives that must be evaluated as right, right in the sense ethical, or wrong, which is called as unethical. See students, ethical issue means that problem can be solved by a person. So whenever we have an issue, whenever we have a problem, we require a person. For example, if you take a family, if there is a problem, means the members of the family, they used to group together and then they used to find out a solution. Or else one of the member in the family, they take a decision and then they will find out a solution for the problem, right? Like that, an ethical issue needs a person. Sometimes it needs an organization, sometimes it needs a person, or sometimes it needs an organization to choose between the alternatives. That is, we want to choose whether which is right, that is, we want to evaluate which is right, which is ethical, and then we want to choose which is wrong, which is unethical. So why we are taking this ethical issue, why we want to solve these issues, means these issues must be addressed and resolved to have a positive influence in the society. So whenever an issue comes, we want to see that issue and then we try to solve that issue. Then only in the society we will have a positive influence. We can say to the society means to all the people, this is wrong, this is unethical, this is right, this is ethical. Can you understand students? So some of the common ethical issues are listed below. So what are the common ethical issues? So we can see cyber crime. Cyber crime is one of the ethical issue. And then software piracy. Software piracy. And then unauthorized access. Unauthorized access. Then you can see hacking. And then use of computers to commit the fraud. So many of them, they are using the technology, that is computer, to do the fraudulent, to commit the fraud. And then sabotage in the form of viruses. So many of you might have crossed the word virus. So here we are not going to study about biology. The word virus, in the sense here, through the computer they used to spread out the virus and then they used to collect the information from your computer. Can you understand students? Through the wrong program, that is virus, in the sense it's a wrong program. Through those programs they used to collect the information which is stored in the computer. Then making false claims using the computer. So these are some of the ethical issues. These are some of the ethical issues. We can see cyber crime, software piracy, unauthorized access, and then hacking, use of computers to commit the fraud, then sabotage in the form of viruses, making false claims using the computers. So now we are going to see in detail one by one. First of all, we can discuss about cyber crime. What is cyber crime? See, cyber crime is an intellectual white collar crime. Cyber crime is an intellectual white collar crime. Those who commit such crimes generally manipulate the computer system in an intelligent manner. Those who commit these crimes are manipulating the computer system in an intelligent manner. See, students, you might have heard the word crime. Crime in the sense they are not taking the knife. They are not taking the knife. They are not taking the gun. They are not taking a bomb. Now, most of the crimes they used to call it as cyber crime. But we might hear about the word crime. We must have seen in many films or many serials, or else you can see in many places. In real life also you might have heard. Crime in the sense they used to do that with the help of knife, and then they used to do with the help of gun, like that. But nowadays those crimes are not happening, right? Those crimes are called as red collar crime, or else we can say that with the help of physical things they are doing. So those are all with blood. Those crimes are done with the human blood. But nowadays the crime is not done like that. So it is called as an intellectual and white collar crime. White collar crime means there is no effort is taken. There is no such effort is needed. So with the help of the computer, the crimes can be done. It is done in an intelligent manner. So with the help of the computer system, they are doing those crimes. That's why they call it as white collar crime. So a simple example we can see: illegal money transfer via the internet. A simple way, just they used to log in through the user ID and password of a particular customer. So they used to get the information of a particular customer's user ID and password, and then they used to log into that particular their account, and then they used to fetch the money from the particular account. So you might have seen many films, the illegal money transfer via the internet. So with the help of internet, with the help of the computer system, they used to transfer the money of one user to another user without the knowledge of the particular user. Can you understand, students? So this is called as cyber crime. So with the help of the internet they are doing. So now you can see the different types of crimes which is happening, or which comes under cyber crime. Which comes under cyber crime. So cyber terrorism. So now the terrorist people, they use the computer with the help of internet, and then they are spreading out the terrorism from one place to another place. So they used to hack the systems, hacking, threats, and then they are blackmailing towards a business or a person. So they are trying to blackmail a person through their system. So for example, if an organization is a well developed organization, so for example, if we take an IT organization, you might have heard about those things. So how they used to blackmail is, they used to hack all the systems, and then without their knowledge the systems cannot be accessed. So like that they used to blackmail, and then they used to get the money from them. After that only they used to unlock their systems. So like that it may happen. So cyber terrorism is going on, and then they used to blackmail the persons. And then cyber stalking. Cyber stalking in the sense harassing through the online. So you know very well about the harassments. So nowadays there is no physical violence is happening. So all the violences are done with the help of the internet, with the help of the computer. They used to harass the humans, right? So the men and the women are harassed through the online. You can see in Facebook, and then they used to create fake accounts, and then they used to share some photos. Those photos are mainly harassed by a particular person. So a person is harassed through the online. So that is called cyber stalking. Can you understand, students? So everything is done through computer with the help of internet. So that comes under cyber crime. Then you can see about the malware. Malware in the sense, so malicious program, they used to create a error program, and then those programs is used to steal the information from one computer. So you can see malicious programs that can perform a variety of functions, including stealing, encrypting, or deleting sensitive data. So sometimes it is used to delete important data in your computer. So then altering or hijacking core computing functions. So altering the data so that for example, if you are doing a project, if you are encoding as the project value is 3 lakhs, it will be changed as 10 lakhs. So altering the data so that you can't get that particular project. So you doesn't know about how the data is altered. You have created an original data, but that particular data will be altered by a malicious program. So that kind of programs are called malware. So altering or hijacking core computing functions. So you can see flight hijack. So those things are done through these types of malware programs. So hijacking core computing functions and monitoring users' computer activity without their permission. So without the permission of the owner, they used to watch. They used to find out what are all the things the user is doing. So they used to find out all those things. So such type of things are called, such type of monitoring is called as malware. So it is done by a malicious program. And then denial of service attack. So DOS, they used to call it as DOS, denial of service attack. So overloading a system with a fake request so that it cannot serve normal legitimate request. So giving an unwanted request, fake request, so that the system can't bear all those things. It cannot serve for a normal request. So making the system to overload so that the system may crash. So denial of service attack, DOS, they used to call. Then fraud, the word fraud in the cells you can understand. So manipulating data. Manipulating data in the sense changing the bank records. So transferring the money from one account to another account without the knowledge of the owner, without the knowledge of the customer. So that is called as fraud. Then harvesting in the sense, here we are not going to do farming, but here it is different. So collecting the login ID and then password, and then collecting all these informations and giving to the persons, those who are illegally accessing others' account. So they used to sell the information. So harvesting in the sense, a person will collect the login information in the sense user ID, password. So you can see many of the browsing centers, whenever you are working whenever you are now most of them are not using the browsing centers, but before that, whenever you are browsing in the internet, now the internet is in your mobile phone, smartphones. So I am saying about more than 5 years, 4 or 5 years before, most of them they used to go for browsing center for browsing. They used to check their mail, they used to check their accounts. So at that time, a person who is working in that browsing center, he used to track all your login information. He used to find out. So from the history in the browser. So whenever you are login, it asks you whether you want to save the password or never. It asks you whether you want to save the password or never. So sometimes they unknowingly they click the save button. so that your password will be saved in the browser. It may be saved in Mozilla Firefox or Google Chrome. So the password will be saved. Then after that, if anybody tries to open your account, so they can easily open your account without the knowledge of you. So without the knowledge of the person, customer, they used to collect all the information, user ID, that is login, and then password, and then they used to sell to others. So those persons, they used to illegally access the others account. So this type of technique is called harvesting. Then identity theft. So identity theft, in the sense, it is a crime where the criminals impersonate individuals, usually for financial gain. So many of them, they used to the criminals they used to do this type of crime because they want to hide their identity. They does not want to show their identity. So for that purpose, they used to disguise like another person. They used to disguise like another person, so that they will not be caught from the police. They will not be caught from others, because they are criminals. The criminals are very well known to everybody. So they used to hide their identity, and then they used to disguise like other individuals, another normal persons. So these they are doing for the financial gain. So identity theft. Then intellectual property theft, in the sense, stealing practical or conceptual information developed by another person or company. So somebody is creating a project, somebody is creating a software, or some company has developed a project. So stealing the project of the company, stealing the software of a particular person, and then they are trying to say that this was created by ourselves. So that's why you can see, whenever a movie or whenever they created a software, they created any application, they used to give the word copyrights. Copyrights are reserved. So this particular software is created by this person. This particular project was created by this company. So they used to get the copyrights. So somebody can't say that this is ours. So intellectual property theft, in the sense, they used to steal the practical or conceptual information developed by a person or a company. Then salami slicing. So this you know very well, stealing tiny amounts of money from each and every transaction. So stealing the money from the company account, stealing the money from the each and every customer's account. So tiny amount, in the sense, taking 1 rupee or 2 rupees from each and every customer in the bank. A bank contains more than 10,000 customers or lakhs and lakhs of customers. So from a particular branch or from a particular bank, they used to steal the tiny amount of money, so that everybody can't find out who has took that, and then they won't bother about such type of money. So each and everybody's account, if we are taking 2 rupees or 1 rupee, it will not be considered by the customer, because whenever 1,000 rupees or lakhs of money withdrawn from the account, then only they used to bother about those things, right? So salami slicing means stealing the tiny amount of money from each and every transaction. So many of the students, they used to steal the money from their mother or father. So 1 rupee or 2 rupees they used to steal from that. So like that, this type of technique is called salami slicing. So don't mistake me, this is just a joke. Right, then next we are going to discuss about scam. So scam, in the sense, tricking the people into believing something that is not true. So they used to trick the people. That particular thing will be a false one, but they tried to show that it is a real thing, like that they tried to show. So this is called as scam. So scam in the sense tricking the people to believe that this is a thing which is happened in a real manner. So like that they used to convey like that. So that is what they are saying. Can you understand, students? Right. Now you can see about the spam. What is mean by spam? Next thing is spam. So distribute unwanted email to a large number of internet users. So distributing the unwanted mail to many users which is not related to those people. So from that they used to track what are all the mails that particular person receives, any important information or any confidential information. So from that they used to fetch all those things, right? The next thing is spoofing. So spoofing means it is also a malicious practice in which communication is sent from unknown user, and then that unknown user will be disguised as a source, that is known user. You will be received from the known user. The message will be received like that only, but it is not received from the known user, it is received from an unknown user. So that type of communication is called spoofing. So they used to disguise that it comes from a person who is known to you, but you want to check or verify whether this mail has been received from the known user or not. Then only we come to know that it is not came from the known user, it came from the unknown user. Can you understand, students? So these are some of the common cyber crimes: cyber terrorism, cyber stalking, malware, denial of service attack, fraud, harvesting, identity theft, intellectual property theft, salami slicing, scam, spam, and then spoofing. I think you might have understood this video. So let's end the class. So thank you, students.